Hey, welcome to the future. So, do you remember what life was like when smartphones didn't exist? How about Ola or Uber cab services? Or ordering your food online? So, if we rewind back 5 to 10 years of our lives, you would realize that things have actually changed a lot. Science and technology have brought about remarkable changes that may have been unthinkable just a few years back. And they keep making our lives simpler and faster. When we think about science careers, the first word that comes to our mind is engineering, medicine, architecture, and so on. Yet, with this cutting edge advancements that is taking place in the world of science and technology, it is only natural. What is natural? That the careers in this domain they keep evolving too. But first we will go through a story. Nothing can be compared to the sheer beauty of the Himalayas. It feels so surreal, right? And this is what explains Rehan as he peeps through the plane window. So Rehan and his parents were actually traveling from Bangalore to Jammu. And his class 11 examinations were over and his parents had been planning a week's trip to J&K before his next session starts. So Rehan said, "What have you decided? What are your career plans?" Rehan's father was asking. His name was Mr. Punit. And Mr. Punit was himself a co-founder of a B2B startup based in Bangalore. And Rehan's mother Aradhya was a data scientist in an MNC. And Rehan also loved science and he wanted to use his knowledge to do something interesting. And he wanted to create something new, something exciting, but he wasn't sure, which career he should pursue. So his mother was replying, "You can even look at a career in big data." So Rehan thought his mother was right, but he was thinking, you want to know more about such interesting options. Then his father told him that he could also look at a career in he could prevent organizations or software projects from cyber attacks, because any of these there's a lot of scams and cyber crimes that are happening with data and finances of people. So Rehan thought that this would be great, and however he needed more information. He felt that he had a lack of knowledge about science-related careers, and he wanted to explore more. He said, "Mom, Dad, I really want to know more about it, and want to understand more about the career options, because it could be more options than the two you're talking about." As they were enjoying this, taking views, they were thinking, what is the career plan? And they needed to find an answer. So let's find out some of these emerging careers in the field of science in this particular presentation that I'm going to show with all of you. But before that, let me share with you that my name is Akshay and I was blessed with the opportunity of working as a project manager at the very prestigious IIT Bombay for a decade. And interacting with students there made me understand that the career selection system in India is faulty, and many students, because of getting into the myriad of prestige or popularity or just seeing the paycheck, are getting into careers that they do not resonate with, which is causing a havoc in their life, in their family's life also, resulting in a lot of time, lots of money, lots of effort, and above all, lots of motivation also. So to solve this problem, I've founded Career Vision Hub, where I scientifically and systematically try to help students to explore, discover, and grow in their career journey using the powerful tools of psychometry and astrology. So in case you want to know more about this, you could check out my website jakshay.com or careervisionhub.com. You could even register for my next webinar, and could also book your personal session by sending an email to cbhakshay@gmail.com. So now let's jump into this video to understand about 9 emerging science careers. So the first option that I have for all of you is artificial intelligence and machine learning. I'm sure you must have heard the name. And in the computer world of today, you are bound to have heard these two buzzwords. But what are they exactly? So artificial intelligence is a field of computer science that deals with the creation of smart machines and systems that have the ability to think and process information like humans do. For example, voice recognition systems like Siri and Alexa use the power of machine learning to understand human language and respond to it intelligently. Or you could consider Facebook. It recognizes familiar faces from your contact list using its algorithm and automatically makes accurate suggestions for tagging your friends. And even from Google search to Netflix to Uber, each of the applications you encounter daily, they utilize artificial intelligence and machine learning for what purpose? They utilize artificial intelligence and machine learning to make faster, effective, and more personal technologies. So in a recent Gartner report, artificial intelligence was predicted to create over 3 million job opportunities. And thus this field is one of the most and fastest emerging in the field of science and technology. So generally, a BTech degree in the field of computer science followed by a master's in science, machine learning, or computer science or mathematics or scientific computing is required for this. Then comes the next field is big data, data analytics and data science. So data is growing faster than ever before, and in the coming years, about 1.7 megabytes of new information will be created every second for every human being on the planet. This is the quote from Forbes, recent article by Forbes. So data exists in every form. The purchases you make at an online store, the type of accounts you follow on Instagram, and the word you search on Google, these are all data. So organizations value this data, patterns and trends and make business decisions according to the inferences drawn from the data. For example, online shopping stores process data from thousands of customers to make better product recommendations. So data scientists, big data engineers, data analysts, data managers are required to make sense of this data and find patterns in it so that businesses can make important decisions. So in a 2017 report, LinkedIn ranked data scientists and big data engineers among the top emerging jobs. So a degree in computer science, it will be BTech or BSc or BCA, will allow you to develop skills in programming languages like Python, Java, Perl. Along with that, you can take up certifications in business analytics and intelligence, data analytics, and even data science. Then comes ethical hacking and cybersecurity. In the past 5 years, the food and restaurants app Zomato faced a major hacking attack where the data of 17 million users was stolen. And this password and personal data of close to 68 million Dropbox users were also compromised just before COVID-19. So with businesses going digital, they are more vulnerable than ever before to the cybersecurity threats. So ethical hacking, no doubt, is one of the most demanding professions in today's world. An ethical hacker क्या करता है? Why is it called ethical hacker? Because he is a computer network expert who attempts to penetrate a computer's security system to identify weaknesses in it. उसमें क्या problems है, कुछ weaknesses है, it can be attacked. Just like when we close the door of our house, we go for a vacation. Sometimes pull the latch or double check whether it's properly locked or not, so that no thief can enter in. That's what exactly an ethical hacker does with an IT system, and they crucially help companies improve their internet security. So according to the Bureau of Labor Statistics in the US, the cybersecurity sector is likely to grow by 28% by 2026. And in India too, organizations both big and small are under the threat of cyber attacks, and they employ ethical hackers to safeguard this information. If you want to make a career in this field, a background in the field of computers is recommended, maybe BC or BTech in computer science. And you can also, after take up the certification courses in certified ethical hacking (CEH), and that can actually help you. You can actually come into this field of computer hacking, forensic investigator, become a certified security analyst. The fourth interesting career that I have for you all today is robotics. So when we imagine the distant future, say 10, 20 or even 50 years from now, what is something that almost always comes to the mind? Even if you have never even seen a single science fiction movie in your life, you're still likely to answer robots. Yet robots didn't exist in the far future anymore and are very much part of our present world today. And robots are already being used to perform surgeries, automate industrial tasks, explore space, defuse bombs, and perform tasks that are dangerous for humans. Not just this, the advancement has rendered humanoid robots. And what do the humanoid robots do? They can walk, talk, and express emotions like us. And you have heard about this humanoid Sophia, which came in 2013. And this Google Alphabet acquired 8 American and Japanese robotic companies in a single year. So the field of technology actually in this domain also. And with the field of robotics moving with such great force, there is a requirement of engineers to build and program them. So robotic engineers need the knowledge of mechanical engineering, electronics engineering, computer programming, artificial intelligence, machine learning, neural networks, and military areas. Someone who is interested in this field can take up BTech in mechanical engineering or robotics engineering or mechatronics, followed by a master's or an MTech in the robotics space. Next comes the very interesting career of aerospace. Have you ever felt a rush in the head seeing a plane fly by or watching a satellite or rocket launch on TV? So ever since seeing planes, rockets and satellites in your childhood, you may have dreamt of creating a career in this domain. So what if I tell you is not far from reality? Aerospace is a broad branch of technology that is concerned with the design, manufacture and operations of aerospace, vehicles, aircraft, missiles and space satellites. So ranging from aeronautics to astronautics, dealing with aeroplanes to dealing with space vehicles, as a professional in this field, you will be responsible for different aspects such as the design, the technical, electrical and software aspects for building missiles, aircraft, space shuttles, rockets and other aerospace machines. And the Indian aerospace industry is now one of the fastest growing industries in the world. So recent developments by ISRO, Indian Space Research Organizations or DRDO, Defense Research and Development Organizations, Hindustan Aeronautics Limited, and other private companies promise a prosperous future in the field of aerospace. So you could do a BTech or a BE degree in mechanical engineering, and even some institutions they offer aeronautical aerospace engineering even at the BTech level, which is required for someone to get in this field. You can, of course, you can do a master's also in this field. Then comes food and agriculture science. So food is one of the most essential elements for life on Earth, and especially so for a primary agriculture-based economy like India. So Indian agriculture still accounts for about 18% of the national GDP and plays a vital role in internal and external trade. Thus, it is fair to say that the domain of agriculture holds an immense number of opportunities for anyone willing to build a career in. So contrary to popular notions, the field of food and agriculture is not about plying fields of farming, but is a technologically advanced field with cutting-edge research and constant innovations. Now, agricultural biotechnology, horticulture, dairy technology, agronomy, food technology, pisciculture, these are few avenues that you can look towards to build your career in this fast-growing domain. The goal of food and agriculture scientists is to improve both the quality and the quantity of crops, dairy products, agricultural products, and food patterns. As such, it involves strong dedication to experimenting and surveying food production, preservation techniques, and the study of soils and crops. Now, if you want to build a career in this field, a bachelor's and a master's degree in agriculture, horticulture, agronomy, or any of the subfields in agriculture is required. And you can also consider BTech and MTech in agriculture and engineering. Next comes your environmental science and sustainable development. So anyone living in metropolitan cities or following the news would have heard of the smog cover in Delhi that resulted in a public health emergency. And WHO claimed in 2015 that over 2.5 million Indians die of pollution every year. It may much be more right now. And with such alarming news of environmental issues, global warming and depleting natural resources make the headlines every day. Definitely, if you are calling for the environment, and we need to understand that it is not at all a stretch to claim that if proper actions are not taken to save the environment, you could be facing serious threats in the near future. So environmental sustainability science is a branch of science that provides an integrated and quantitative approach to study of the environmental system. So experts in this field study environmental issues to find ways of preventing damage to the environment and managing development in a way that it doesn't compromise the ability of the future generations to meet their needs. So professionals who can devise strategies to protect natural resources and the environments are the need of the hour. So Bachelor of Environmental Science, Management or Science or a BTech in Environmental Engineering followed by a Master's in the field are actually required to become successful in this field. Then comes your bioengineering and biomedical engineering. So there was a time when losing one's legs to an accident or illness meant a life bound to wheelchairs. So not in the world of today. Thanks to constant innovations in prosthetics, engineering, walking, running, or even climbing a mountain is a possible reality for amputees. And this is just one of the applications of bioengineering. So bioengineering is one of the youngest engineering disciplines and employs the principles and tools of engineering to solve the problems in biology, medicine, healthcare, and related fields. So artificial organs, computer simulation for surgery, tissue engineering, medical imaging, and like MRI and CT scan, then engineered microorganisms, biomaterials, and even wearable technology like smart band, fitness tracking bands are examples of bioengineering in the real world. And the industry today is brimming with opportunities and innovations. And this will allow not only to to get into routine work, but allow professionals to experiment and also develop cutting-edge medical solutions. So a BTech and MTech degree in biomedical engineering is actually required to get into this field. And generally, do not advise a PCMB combination, but a PCMB combination for this kind of field like bioengineering or biomedical engineering is actually recommended. And last but not the least, we have the field of sports medicine. Sports के बारे में सुनते ही parents को बुखार आ जाता है, sports में कैसे हो सकता है? India sports has always been like a religion. Well, people forget to eat, drink, or sleep when lost in the world of their favorite sport, especially cricket. It has actually many viable career options. Like not only sports medicine, there's sports psychology, sports journalism, sports coaching, sports management, so many of them. And I have a video on sports management separately where I explain the opportunities in the career. You could go and watch it and check it on my channel. Playing games is not the only way to enter the world of sports. And the only field that is emerging in popularity, one field that is emerging in popularity is for science students is sports medicine. So professionals in this field are trained to help athletes to improve their sports performance, prevent injuries while playing and managing their training and nutrition. Those who specialize in sports medicine work not only with the athletes but also with adults and teens who exercise and are active in other ways. Sports medicine professionals include not only just doctors, so you could also be sports psychologists or sport nutrition, physical therapists, exercise physiologists, and athletic trainers. And the scope of sports medicine is huge and is only going to increase in the future with the rise of sports culture in India. So become a doctor specializing in sports medicine, you'll have to actually pursue an MBBS followed by an MD in sports medicine. For other professions, you can look at an MSc in sports medicine or an MA in sports psychology also. So I hope you got an insight into so many interesting careers. So very thankful for you for watching this particular video, and I hope this was insightful for you, and wishing you all the best. And at the same time, if you found this video valuable, please share it with other students who want to understand beyond the conventional domains of the careers in the field of science. Like this channel and subscribe to it, because of the next interesting video on career comes straight to you. Thank you very much for watching. All the best.